Hi there. In this video, we'll talk about retrofitting a heated steering wheel for a Tesla Model 3. Obviously, newer Model 3s already have a heated steering wheel, but older cars up until 2021 don't. What you have to do first is to get a heated steering wheel and install it in your car. It should be pretty straightforward. If you can't do this, then forget installing the heated part. So what do we have to do is get the heat signal from the driver's seat and apply it to the steering wheel at the same time. So you will be controlling the steering wheel together with the driver's seat. You won't have a separate steering wheel heating control like in newer Teslas. We will achieve this using a wireless transmitter, which is connected to the driver's seat, and the wireless receiver, which will be located in the steering wheel. The transmitter will transmit the information about driver seat heating, and the receiver will replicate it in the steering wheel. First step is to remove the plastic rims to access the VCLEFT in the driver side A pillar. There you have to find X030-50 connector, which you will be using to get the power from. In model year 2020, the power is the third blue wire. It's best to check the wiring diagram, which is free on Tesla website. That wire goes to the cigarette lighter, so it's safe to use it to get power from. Ground can be spliced from X030-13 pin, which is the fifth wire on the diagonally opposing side. That wire goes also to the cigarette lighter, so it's okay. Alternatively, you can get power also from the OBD connector if you have it under the dashboard. There it's the connector number is X181-3, and you can get the green color wire, which is 12 volt plus, and you can get ground from X181-4 or X181-5, which is a black wire. You must intercept the heating signal from connector X032-32 wire, which is yellow. This is in the VCLEFT. Should be the second wire from the top on the right side. This wire hits the driver's seat cushion, so that's where we'll get the wire from, the signal from. You can put the transmitter into the A pillar, just cover it with something so you won't make any noises. You can just leave it there. I placed it somewhere under the carpet. There's a big hole there. You have to, of course, isolate it electronically, and as I mentioned, cover it with some type of foam or something so it won't rattle. The second step is to have the receiver and heating generator for the steering wheel. About the steering wheel, you have to buy, for example, part number 1490214-CN-B. CN is China. That will be fine, but you can also find some steering wheels with part numbers 1490214-00-B. Not all of them have heating, some have. You will find them cheaper with this second part number. Look for the blue connector in the photos. If it has a blue connector, that's the one for the steering for the steering heating, so that will be okay. Then you have to remove the steering wheel from the car, the original one, remove the horn contactors, remove the bottom plastic trim which is on the steering wheel. It has 4 screws. Then remove the ECU, the computer controlling the steering wheel. Then you can get 12 volt and ground from the 3-wire connector. Number 1 is ground, number 2 is 12 volt. Number 4 is LIN connection, which is for data, so don't mess around with it. I managed to trace the wires back near the ECU, so I got power from there, because it was a bit farther away to get it from the 3-pin connector. Coming back to the blue connector in the new steering wheel, you'll find the new 4-pin connector, the blue one, which has obviously 4 pins. We won't use the inner pins. The 2 outer ones, one is ground, the other one is heating. So that's what we're interested in. You'll have to connect to the receiving module power and ground in order to have power, and connect the PWM output to the steering wheel ground and heating signal. Doesn't matter which way you connect it, is the same way, the same thing. Now you have to tuck the wires as best as you can so they don't interfere with the horn, and that's about it. You should be good to go. What about the transmitter and receiver? Well, you can use whatever you will want. I used programmable ESP8266, but you can use also analog transmitter and receiver. But they must accomplish the same thing. One must read the heating signal from the driver's seat, and the other one must replicate it to the steering wheel. You can use my solution or you can develop it yourself. So good luck. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments.